50% of the world's population lives in cities, causing water and sanitation demands to grow as the world's population tips towards 7 billion. World Water Day 2011 highlighted the impacts of rapid urban population growth, decades of industrialization, and climate change on the world's water resources and environment, especially in cities across the globe.
Safe drinking water is not only a question of everyday life, but it's also a question of health, sanitation, and so on. And it is particularly crucial in the developing countries where many people have not access to safe and clean water, and therefore all these diseases can be an obstacle for reaching the Millennium Development Goals. So I find it very timely and useful that on this day of the water, World Day of Water, we can not only think about this, but we can have action.
Marking this year's theme, Water for Cities, the permanent mission of Tajikistan and UN Habitat held an expert-level side event entitled Water Challenges and Problems for Cities at UN headquarters on Tuesday, World Water Day, noting that targets set by the Millennium Development Goals have been generally improving, but the lack of urban planning along with unprecedented migration to cities have increased the number of slums, causing an increased demand for water as well as greater challenges in the quality of water supply and sanitation infrastructure.
In close cooperation with the co-organizers of this event, the permanent mission of Germany to the UN Habitat, the World Water Assessment Program of UNESCO, FAO, and the South-South News have decided to hold an event in New York as additional opportunity for our colleagues to discuss, share their knowledge and experience on water challenges and problems in urbanized areas.
Just recently, the President of the World Bank, Robert Zoellick, and the Secretary of the United States government, Secretary Clinton, signed an MOU on the occasion of World Water Day, pledging to make more coordinated efforts and investments in the water sector. This was on the video cam simultaneously with Cape Town, in which a discussion took place between the Prince of Orange, the head of UN Habitat, Dr. Kloos, the Minister of Water from South Africa, together with colleagues in the international community based in the United States in Washington, D.C.
UN panel experts from FAO, UNESCO, and UNICEF explained how water resources directly impact food insecurity, unemployment, and malnutrition, noting the links between water, food, and energy, and how water is essential to all three. Experts also explained that by 2030, there will be a 40% overall gap in water supply, where 2/3 of the world's population will live in areas of developing countries with high water stress.
I want to conclude with the words of the UN Secretary General that the water is running out. We need to adapt to this reality, just as we do to climate change. There is still enough water for all of us, but only so long as we keep it clean, use it more wisely, and share it fairly. So we must all work together to address this matter of life and livelihoods.
Experts noted the importance of cross-sector solutions, positioning water as the key component to agricultural and technological solutions for conservation and equity strategies. Pure Safe Water Systems, a first response water system that is designed to produce safe drinking water to more than 45,000 people per day, was a key technological solution, especially in disaster response cases. The importance of media in reaching and educating global audiences on water-related issues such as climate change and what is needed to achieve the Millennium Development Goals was also highlighted by South-South News President, UN Ambassador Francis Lorenzo.
I would like to recognize the important role that the media can play in promoting awareness on climate change, ensuring that the general public receive accurate information on this critical issue. We need to utilize the power of media in a more effective way and recognize the role that media can play in bringing more awareness at the global level.
The Water Authority often thinks it's the responsibility of the Emergency Response Authority to plan for these types of events. And as you would expect, the The Emergency Response Authority thinks it's the responsibility of the Water Authority. So although the government is concerned, when it comes time for planning and, more importantly, budgeting, it's someone else's problem to deal with.
Expert-level discussions concluded with the agreement of a cooperative systems approach to finding solutions for urban and rural areas alike, fueled by political will, with governments partnering with the private sector and civil society towards sustainable water resource solutions. As the international community prepares for national conferences on water and sustainable development, panel experts noted that taking action at the municipal level will be key on ensuring improvements surrounding water. Afaf Kanja, South South News, United Nations.